I shall wear a crown.
Taken from his community too soon.
We thank God that he loaned Harry to this community for 2 years. And in 2 years, God has decided that his purpose was to bring us together.
This trash can is where 2-year-old Ezekiel Harry's body was found, now surrounded with teddy bears, balloons and a toy truck.
I'm a mother, first of all. I'm also a social worker. And I didn't personally know the family, but I knew of them. And it was such a tragedy in our community.
Houma standing as one Wednesday night, the community holding on to each other for support, as tears were shed for the little boy who never got the chance to show the world who he would be.
This is our community, this is where we live. And for a tragedy to rock us like this, it's just absolutely devastating.
If we don't come together, then how are we protecting our kids? So stop blaming others that wasn't there or didn't do this. Just be the village.
I don't really see the kids a lot. They keep the kids inside most of the time.
Sarah Plaisance lives at this house. As you can see, it's just across the way from where little Ezekiel lived. She says sometimes the yelling was so aggressive, she feared for the safety of the children in that house.
I called the cops crying, I was shaking, and I said, please send somebody out here. He's going to kill somebody in this house.
Sarah says Ezekiel's family moved in after Hurricane Ida. The yelling she heard between two adults began 2.5 months ago, worsening 3 weeks ago.
I could just hear the kids screaming and crying inside that house, and what else can I do?
Sitting together 24 hours later, Sarah is asking why no one stepped in before tragedy struck.
Why was nothing done? Why didn't they do more? More needs to be done.
Little Ezekiel never forgotten in the town of Houma.
When it's all over.
The mother of a 2-year-old little boy who was reported missing on Tuesday and her live-in boyfriend may face the death penalty after the child was found dead and discarded in a trash can several hours after the report was filed. Hi guys, I'm Lady T and welcome back to my channel. Maya Jones, who's 28 years old, and Jermaine Robinson, who's 37, was taken into custody on Tuesday and was charged with a state of felonies, including 1 count of each of first-degree murder and obstruction of justice in connection of the death of Ezekiel Harry. According to the press release from the Houma Police Department, officers responded to a 911 call on Tuesday at about 12 p.m. in reference to a possible abduction of a 2-year-old little boy who was allegedly taken near the 100 block of Mahler Street. Investigators spoke with Jones, who allegedly said that she was walking along Bayou Terrebonne with her children when a subject in a gray truck passed, grabbing the 2-year-old and departing the area. Investigators said that Ezekiel was last seen wearing a burgundy shorts and a blue and white striped shirt with an orange dinosaur feature on the chest pocket. Police investigating Ezekiel's whereabouts was initially told that Jones left her home accompanied by Ezekiel and 3 other children, all who are between the ages of 5 and 10. Investigators said that sometime after they arrived at the walking track in the area of Bayou Terrebonne and Mahler Street, Jones began going up to the nearby homes and telling the resident that her child was abducted. However, police said that the mother's claim about Ezekiel being abducted off the street was quickly proven to be false, leaving investigators suspicious of the motive for misleading the police. Houma police almost immediately cast doubt on the mother's account, saying that detectives quickly developed information that led them to suspect foul play. Several hours after being reported missing, officers with the Houma police found the boy's body discarded inside a trash can located on Despot Street on the west side of Houma. At about 6 p.m., Jones allegedly led the officers to the trash can where she and Robertson had left the boy's remains. Jones and Robertson have been taken into custody a short while after the discovery of the child's body. They are both being held without bond. Houma Police Chief Dana Coleman reportedly stated that the surveillance footage obtained by investigators showed that both Jones and Robinson walking down the street carrying a duffel bag that police believe they stuffed Ezekiel's body into before throwing it into a trash. Footage from a different camera reportedly shows the couple walking in the area a few hours later without the bag. This is another case of a mother housing a homosexual and making him more important than her own children. That you help him abuse and murder your own child and cover it up by tossing that baby like they're trash in a garbage can. If you don't give these two B's the death sentence, please. There was neighbors calling and reporting to the police and CPS that they heard children being abused, they heard screaming, and they heard crying inside their home for almost 2 months. No results. The father even reported some things. If they actually did their jobs, that baby would be here today with his loving father. Instead, they kept him with that trash mama, and now he's dead. Apparently, the mom was trying to keep the baby away from the real baby daddy and allow the boyfriend to beat the child. You know, some women are just trifling. Instead of giving the child to his daddy, she would rather let someone beat and kill that baby. She could have given custody to the biological father. According to Facebook posts, Ezekiel's father was seeking full custody, and a custody hearing was set for July the 15th. The father was heavily involved in Ezekiel's life, but the mom was making it everything a living hell for that man. Now, there was also an underlining of jealousy from the mom towards the stepmom. Apparently, the little boy had a close bond to his stepmother. The mom had to often call his father because Ezekiel was crying for his stepmama. Now, in my opinion, the mom didn't want the baby and didn't want to give the custody up towards him. She was keeping that baby to hurt the dad and to hurt that stepmama while abusing and neglecting the little boy and the siblings. She was immature, she was petty, and had a vendetta out towards them. Now, according to the Facebook post, Ezekiel's father was seeking full custody, and the custody hearing was set for July the 15th. The father was very heavily involved in Ezekiel's life, but the mom was making the man life a living hell. Now, there was a underlining of jealousy from the mom towards the stepmom. So apparently Ezekiel had a very close bond to the stepmama. The mom often had to call the dad because Ezekiel was crying for his stepmama. In my opinion, the mom didn't want that baby and didn't want to give her custody. She was keeping that baby to hurt that daddy and hurt that stepmom while abusing and neglecting that child and the siblings. She was immature, she was petty, and had a vendetta out for them. It's a shame in some courts they favor the mother over the father. A woman has to be a drug addict or something along those lines to lose custody. It's easier if the father has money, but not every father has the funds to go to war with the mother or the court system. I mean, sad case all the way around. I do feel that the dad should file suit against the state of Louisiana for gross negligence and the dismissal of his son. Too many children are born to unfit people who inflict abuse and neglect upon them for absolutely no reason. Ezekiel's life ended too soon over a monster who shouldn't have procreated to begin with. I pray that that beautiful baby is resting in peace and that the killers both rot in hell. Alright guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's continue the conversation down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'm Lady T. I'll catch you the next time. Be blessed. Bye.